Ya.
Cuba es un país comunista y el capítulo es Habana y el tiempo es muy calor y húmedo. El presidente es Fidel Castro y Cuba es bajo de Human Rights Watch porque que acusan al gobierno de violaciones sistemas de los derechos humanos, incluyendo ejecuciones extrajudiciales, tortura, encarcelamiento arbitrario y juicios injustos. Los ciudadanos cubanos no pueden salir o regresar a Cuba sin haber obtenido permiso oficial, que con frecuencia se les niega. No autorizado viajar al extranjero puede dar lugar a una acción penal. And so Cuba is obviously under a lot of stress right now with human rights. There's a lot of trafficking trying to get people in and out of the country, and mostly people just trying to leave, trying to get into the United States. 2,712 people were discovered in 2005 on the seas just trying to get to, like they were just captured at sea, like different boats. Between 1959 and 1993, about 1.2 million people made it into the United States, which is roughly about 10% of the Cuban population at the time. In 1980, they made the Mariel boat lift, which is when Fidel Castro allowed Cubans to leave at will, and in reaction to that, I think it was it was 125,000 civilians that left and made it into the U.S.
What kind of civilians were they when he did it? Do you know?
They were rebelling. I can't. Well, what do you mean by civilians?
No, when he opened that up and he allowed the people to leave, do you know what kind of people he put on those boats to come to the United States?
Criminals. It was like kind of people that they didn't want in the country, and now actually he kind of he kept trying to kick people out, and now they have kind of like this almost like Nazi-like setup there, which is they're growing kids into these schools to be communists, and they're trained to hate Americans and things like that, which is really bad and definitely a violation of the human rights. And alright, I'm gonna pass to Ellie.
Okay. So con el fin de dejar de Cuba, los ciudadanos cubanos necesitan obtienen permisión oficiales del gobierno. Generalmente las personas que reciben permisión oficiales para salir de Cuba son personales sanitarios tal como médicos y enfermeros. Cuando personas reciben permisión para salir de Cuba, no permiten traer sus hijos. Esto crea una situación de rehenes y garantizar que los padres regresan de Cuba. Cualquier persona que recibe permisión para salir de Cuba y no vuelve a ser castigado. Los niños que se quedan también serán castigados. Los niños estarán permanecer en Cuba un mínimo de 10 años y aunque la obtención de una visa de los Estados Unidos y con independencia de su edad. So Cuba and the U.S. have made many attempts to fix the Cuban immigration issues, and in November of 1966 they made the Cuban Adjustment Act. And what that was if a Cuban, whether or not they were legal or illegal, if they stayed in the U.S. for 1 year and 1 day, they would receive automatic permanent residency. In 1994 and 1995, they created the Migratory Accords, which were signed between Havana and Washington, D.C., and they were made to try and discourage Cubans from illegally immigrating to the U.S. by the sea. And they stated that the U.S. was obligated to return any Cuban that they found at sea to Cuba. About 15% of Cubans that tried to go to the U.S. by sea died because it was so dangerous. Like, they would convert their cars to rafts, and it didn't really work out for them. In 1995, the United States and Cuba created another agreement saying that the U.S. had to issue 20,000 visas to immigrating Cubans, but during Bush's presidency this didn't really work out, and he only issued 505 visas in the first 6 months of 2003. And he also denied access to many Cubans who already had visas. And then on January 14th, 2013, a new immigration policy will come into play for Cubans, and they will no longer need their white card exit permit to leave Cuba, and they will no longer need a letter of invitation from a foreigner to go to a foreign country. They will only need a passport and a visa to go to that country. That's the end.
Okay, thank you.